you join me in what is the jungle of the island. So we've opted to do it slightly differently this week, simply because my swim is still a bog. I'm not sure if my pegs will actually survive the 40-mile-an-hour winds that are actually forecast to blow down this end of the lake sometime over starting tomorrow lunchtime onwards. So we shall just have to wait and see what occurs there. Who knows? But no, we are back out. We're in this area. The wind's going to howl down here. It's a nice new wind. The dreaded tree has been removed, so thanks to the estate manager for that one. You also might notice I've got different bivvy this week. I've got the what was it? TF Gear Hardcore Brolly. It's a good bit of kit, actually, to be perfectly honest with you. Shame they don't exist anymore. But there we go. I've set it up badly. Need some adjustment there. Sometime soon, I would say. Get that all straightened out. It won't last long like that, I must admit. It looks all a bit weird. But yeah, it just gives me a lot of room in there, as you can see. Really does, plenty of room in there. It's absolutely fantastic for a brolly system. Not quite so cramped. I love them fast and light, but maybe it's a little bit cramped in there. It's okay for the winter and things. It's quite nice. So yeah, reason for heading here is that southwesterly wind. I've got a westerly wind, a southwesterly and a southerly, really pushing sort of close to 40 miles an hour winds, which hence why my brolly is sort of tucked quite back behind all this sort of brambly stuff here today. Well and truly out of the way of the wind with all the trees and everything. I did have to wait for someone to leave, but I wasn't really sure I was actually going to come here, to be perfectly honest with you, in this swim. I think I did, well, I think I looked at more or less every swim. And it sort of started dawning on him with a sort of, well, I was either coming in here or going in my swim. My swim is very open. I'm not sure if it's all very boggy, and I'm not sure if it had just suffered those winds and the pegging points and things. I've had it was a bit iffy once I'd fished in there before, and that was less wind conditions. So we shall just have to see. It's quite in the late in the day. It's about 5:30 now. I haven't quite finished setting up, as you can see, so I'm going to get all that sorted out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all that sorted out and then get back to you later on this evening, have a little bit more of my tea as well, which will be nice. So yeah, fingers crossed really. Rightio, we are done. We are finally all done, sorted. Bivvies, look at that, beautifully tidy, absolutely gorgeous, all set for a bit of quiche. Barrels all wrapped up perfectly, make sure we don't take any board with any water. And yeah, so I'm not quite fishing the usual spots, I'm fishing a little bit shorter. I don't know really, I'm just sort of trying something out, you know. We're after this, obviously, you know, the mythical monster. And I think the only way you're going to catch the mythical monster is try different spots and try different areas and yeah, see what occurs realistically. So that's all we can do and all we can hope for really. I hope there's no snags and everything down there. Only find out when one of your rods goes off. All we can do really. But no, I just said a little fish, so I think it's yeah, it's the northwest wind at the moment, and it's going to slowly but surely swing around to the southwest. I've got to deal with the northwest for a couple of days, so I'm back on the side of the wind for sort of like 24 hours. Look, Roland's, oh, he's gone now. I've definitely got a Roland problem. I might have to put an absolute pile of food out and fatten him up, and yeah, any luck, Roland will disappear for the night. We shall see. There's a few bits of bait and things lying around, but nowhere, you know, after we set up, very nice. It's nice to be back out over here on the island. Quite like this sort of positioning of things compared to, well, to be honest with you, I actually went down right down the far end. I went down both ends of the lake, to be honest with you, twice looking for an area to go. But the north wind, anything in that north wind was cold. Didn't feel right. Which is obviously going to turn into a southwesterly, which, looking at the forecast, is going to still have that sort of little bit of a coldness to it. I'm just hoping the water's a little bit warmer than a little bit warmer. I haven't stuck my hand in it because you can't really tell, so I need to get me thermometer out a bit deeper and just stick it out there and just see what the surface temperature is. So when the wind blows from the southwest, it's going to suck up a bit of that cold air. I'd rather it didn't, but it's going to. So yeah, I had a look at my other swim, but I came to the conclusion that the pegs probably wouldn't be suffice to hold the bivvy down if it came, you know, straight in my face. The southwesterly. I actually put my other the bivvy I've been using last week in there, but I just felt like a change. I need to get this out, see what it's like, if it's functioning okay, and yeah, well, it certainly is. So that will do me. I've heard fish. I've seen fish. They're in the back bay around here, which I don't know if I can actually get you to at the moment. I'll have a go, but lots of stuff being put around the back of here. It's normally my little route round here, but no one's been around here for a while. But you can see around there. I'll give it a little bit of a clear out tomorrow and get through the lake there tomorrow. But yeah, but no, I just gotta fingers crossed, really. Fingers crossed for an evening fish, maybe. Don't know. Looking beautiful, isn't it? Really is looking beautiful. Right, I want to get a brew on, relax and chill out, and soak up what's left of the evening now, because it's gone past 6 o'clock now. Rightio. Only but hope, can't we? Only but hope we've got it right. I haven't put a great deal of bait out, I must admit. I'm sort of, don't know, sort of erring on less than I normally do. I can't put a finger on why I'm doing that. I've decided to do that. I think it's just in case the sort of those spots don't produce, so that if I move off them, I can got a little bit more of a choice. I don't know. There's something that sort of maybe not do it. So we'll see. It's not. A few people I spoke to, it's not overly fishing that well at the moment, so I think that has a contributing factor as well. The fish are quite active, so can't see why. Can't see why it would be an issue. But there we go. Right. First out here, Lake Torpedo the session. I'm sure we're going to get plenty more of these things. Really, really am. But yeah, not going to complain. First fish of the trip. About 4 or 5 in the morning. Probably 4, something like that. So yeah, happy with that one. The start in it. Never going to complain about starts. Not a blank. Happy days. Well, good morning. It's about 10 past 4. As you can see, I've just had my first carp of the trip, which is quite good. Happy with that. A little bit of mist coming off the water, drifting around, a few carp crashing about. You never know where we're going to go with this one. It's quite good, really. Looks absolutely gorgeous. A little bit of light coming up over the forest. It'll be a little bit of a cloudy day, or it could be a little bit of a sunny day. I don't know if that cloud is coming or going, but there we go. But yeah, looking absolutely beautiful. Right, I'm going to get a brew on and have that, and maybe drift off to sleep again if I'm lucky. It's never know, dear, really. We shall see. Anyway, pleasant start, pleasant morning. What more can you ask for? Well, it's looking absolutely beautiful now. It certainly is. Well, since my 4 AM encounter, I've managed to lose one on the left hand rod and get tension on the right hand rod. Sun's starting to come up, starting to look absolutely beautiful. Yeah, there's the fish still sort of crashing around. The wind is going to be slowly but surely on the change, which is never a bad thing. And yeah, it's looking good, really, looking good. A few fish still crashing in the bay, which I always like, is a good sign. I always find this swim fishes really well when the fish are in the bay behind me. If they're not in there, they're just not worth fishing here, really. Slowly the conclusion I'm coming to. The problem is you don't really know they're in there until the evening, and by then you've stupidly set up in the wrong place. But there we go. Ain't a lot you can do with that so far. Yeah, unfortunately the left-hand fish bumped itself off. The tench came in quite easily. But yeah, it's what it is, really, isn't it? But yeah, it's going to be a pleasant day. I'm not sure if I'm going to catch anything else at the moment. I just heard fish crashing in the old. I don't know if I can actually zoom over there and find out, really. I had the door up, but it was a little bit fresh, still a little bit fresh. A few carp still crashed about in the where that one was, actually. I think it's in the weed over there, so you can't really tell. Waves keep coming out from sort of in the bay behind me, so I'm not 100% sure exactly where they are. I know you sort of can walk through there, but I quite like leaving the undergrowth growing and things, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't want to tramp it down. It's sort of, it's nice to be sort of secluded and nice and just sort of hiding in little corner areas and things like that, don't you think? Personally, but there we go. Right, I'll just chill out now for a couple of hours, listen to the radio, and yeah, here we go. Ah, there we go. After losing one earlier and catching a tench, I've improved things now. About 16, 17 pounds, so pretty happy with that. Pretty happy indeed. Very nice, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Right then, get it back, get the rod back out, and yeah, all good. Perfect, perfect. Turned out to be £18.3. Happy with that.